I, like many GMs I'm sure, often forget to award inspiration during my games. It's never too much of a big deal, especially if you have a bard in the party to award bardic inspiration, but inspiration really is it's a good mechanic, and it's useful for rewarding your players for good role-playing, or even just doing cool things. So sometimes forgetting about this, while not necessarily detrimental to your game, could still make it so that your game isn't living up to its full potential. I, like many GMs I am again sure, prefer to use milestone leveling over experience points. One of the most annoying things for me to be asked constantly is, how much experience do I get for that? How much experience was that worth? How much experience do I get for the farmer? Milestone leveling for me, I think, helps me better control the pacing of a campaign, and I like to think that it encourages players to think more about what they can currently do than what they'll be able to do in a few levels. But I also understand that keeping track of how close you are to getting that next level does give players a sense of anticipation and joy. There's nothing quite like that feeling when you know that at the end of this fight you're going to finally gain enough experience to level up and get that new spell. I joined a friends group for a Curse of Strahd game, though I didn't get to play through the entirety of it because one of the players was a major wangrod. I did, however, get to take one important thing from it. The GM was using a Boon point system that he found on Reddit, alongside milestone leveling. The way this works is that every session, every player who showed up gets a Boon point. And at the end of that session, every player gets to award an additional Boon point to another player, whatever reason they choose. Player 1 brought snacks, I'll give mine to him. Player 2 scored a critical hit on that dragon and saved us all, so he gets mine. Stuff like that. I like to perform a session recap at the beginning of my sessions, so the player that does that, I give an additional Boon point to. You then have this nice little chart, and I'll link to the original post on Reddit so that you can get it. And on this chart you have various things that you can spend Boon points on. How much each thing costs, and how long the redeeming those Boon points takes, as well as how many times you can get a single thing. For instance, the simplest choice, for a single Boon point, you can reroll a death saving throw. But the second time you do this, it costs 5 points, and the third 10, then 16, etc. You can learn a new language for 3 Boon points, and a long rest, or a skill proficiency for 10 Boon points. The more powerful the ability, the more it tends to cost. For instance, to procure a random lesser magic item, it costs 15 Boon points. To get a customized legacy item, it costs 30 Boon points, and you can only redeem this once. The most powerful ability costs 100 Boon points. It's called, Actually, and you get to interrupt the GM and explain something that could reasonably happen within the story, and it happens. This can even be retroactive within reason. I personally have never experienced this one, and the one who posted it on Reddit said he only ever experienced it one time. And it basically allowed for the prevention of a total party kill and allowed them to defeat the final big villain, so it worked out quite well. Overall, I think this is a very fun addition to the game. I love using it alongside milestone leveling. It gives the player something to keep track of and for them to reach a new goal. And if you tend to forget to award inspiration at the end of a session, it really gives a way to reward good role-playing or really impressive moments that in the moment might have been smart to reward inspiration for, but you can kind of retroactively give them a bonus for that. As far as Homebrew goes, I would rate this probably safely at a 5 out of 5. It's really simple to use, it's not too terrible. If you are really worried about the actually ability, I mean, even though it takes 100 points, you can easily just remove that and still use everything else. I think it's just a really simple system and really fun. All of my players have enjoyed it thus far, even the ones who haven't actually spent very many Boon points. Thank you for watching. Please like the video, comment, share. Please subscribe to the channel for more tabletop videos. May all your 20s be natural, and you have a good day.